Hello, and welcome to the follow-up to the episode 2, or as we like to call it, Omake. Because we're pretentious like that.
There was a lot of content that we needed to cut due to time's constraint. So we decided to make a separate video dedicated to one of the topics we have a lot to say about. Easter eggs!
A bit of warning though, spoilers are unavoidable, so go watch Dorohedoro and then come back here once you're ready. Also, be sure to look out for any other eggs that we might have missed.
Anyway, let's get started.
Episode 1!
Starting from the very first episode, it's abundantly clear that the author of Dorohedoro, Q Hayashida, got a lot of inspiration from Lewis Carroll's novel Alice in Wonderland in terms of world design, be it the doors that connects to another world, chapters' names referencing it, or simply characters being designed similarly and even having same names. She mixes this with famous horror films very well, as our first homage to them is with the amateur sorcerer, who transforms people slowly into insects, a clear reference to David Cronenberg's The Fly. Thankfully, Kaima prevents him from Cronenberging the entire hole.
One notable homage to Carroll's work is at the scene where Fujita is preparing to go to the hole, when he is stopped as it is currently under lockdown. He gets a voice message from Anne, who is then shown sitting on top of a mushroom, smoking a hookah, which is a reference to the caterpillars, which fits Anne's character being portrayed as a person who say how things are rather bluntly. He is also later seen sitting on it again when he gives Fujita the data for every sorcerer for him to find and bring back to him.
Shortly after that scene, at around 16 minutes 17 second mark, Fujita is looking through Ebisu's file, which contains her height, weight, birth date, and other personal information about her in Japanese. Interestingly, the magical device Fujita uses bears a resemblance both design and black-green UI-wise to Nintendo's Game & Watch portable console. The other Q Hayashida is known as a gamer, so it's hardly a coincidence.
Near the end of the episode, when Kaiman wakes up from a nightmare, at the 20-minute 35-second mark, there are several posters on the wall, one of them being a goat-headed demon-like being. Whether these reference real-life album covers, we challenge you to find out. Also later, when Noe is beating the crap out of the member of Cross-Eyed, at 21-minute 13-second mark, a picture frames on the wall can be seen, which also bears resemblance to some album cover, most likely a heavy metal variety. Kyo Hayashida is a known heavy metal fan, most notably Slipknot, a band whose presence will also become clear in the following episodes.
Episode 2!
Starting from episode 2, a Q counter will be introduced. A lot of Qs are hidden, and sometimes in plain sight, in the background, along with other references to the anime, studio, and the author herself. We'll be showing their exact locations with timestamps.
The game that Vox, the boat guy, and Kaiman are playing use flower patterned cards called Hanafuda, a variety of Japanese card games which date back to the 16th century. Our first cue can be spotted in the scene where shortly after Shin and Noe finish dispatching Cross-Eye's member, apart from the old man, as Shin is saying there is still one more to take care of, at the 5-minute 50-second mark, a rotating vinyl has a big cue along with the author name, studio mappa, and the title of the show. It can be spotted again when Shin is preparing to face off against the old man.
At 6 minutes 43 seconds, another cue can be spotted on a worn down label, what appears to be a cleaning product. We also get another horror film homage with the scene where Kaiman discovers a man inside a bag, which is similar to what happens in Takashi Miike's cult film The Audition. Kyo Hayashida truly has a fine taste when it comes to horror. Later, approximately 10 minutes in, while N is interrogating an old man, who is split into many individual pieces, which sort of reminds me of the film The Cell, you can see how his telephone has mushroom stickers attached to it, as if his obsession with mushrooms wasn't obvious enough already.
During the meetings where Anne shows Shin and Noe what Kaiman and Nikaido looks like, with twins who have metamorphic powers, and who also turn out to be assassins, their names are Maitake and Aitake, the former referencing a real-life mushroom, and they are turned into actual mushroom by Anne. Oh, the subtle irony.
While Kaiman and Nikaido decide to take a break at a local diner with a squid-headed owner, at 16-minute and 19-second mark, there are lots of different signs on the walls. These include a postcard of Bryce and Bedford hotels, Route 99 road sign, as well as another one hidden behind beer canister and tubes. Other objects on the walls seem familiar, but which they are, we leave it for you to find out.
Later, when leaving from the diner and heading for a hotel, the sign for it has crumbled enough that when aligned with the intact letters and the graffiti on the wall at the 17-minute 13-second mark, it spells hell, as if the world they live in isn't already that.
Episode 3!
It's Night of the Living Dead in anime form, and everyone gets to live their fantasy of experiencing zombie apocalypse in festival form. Anyway, this episode's first cue is in plain sight at 4 minutes and 10 seconds mark in a gravestone, as well as Dorohedoro and Hayashida accompanying it. I wonder if it references the manga having finished 2 years ago.
Continuing with the musical references in the series, at 4 minute 46-second mark, a bunch of CDs appear as prizes for the festival games. They appear to be real scans of actual albums, but which ones? That is up to you to find out. Also, this episode doesn't just homage one zombie franchise. When Shin and the other first arrive at the hole through the door, they can see a zombie feasting on a corpse before it turns its gaze back at them. This is a reference to the first zombie encounter in the first Resident Evil game. But unlike Chris, Shin doesn't take his sweet time killing it.
When Kaiman and Nikaido meet En's enforcers for the first time, you can see behind Shin a price tag with DHD on it, one of the show's many hidden name cameos. As they prepare to face off against them at 9 minutes 27 seconds, to the left corner of the screen, Hayashida is on a shop sign. This is quickly followed by an actual cue, as while Kaiman is walking towards them, it can be spotted on a green sign at 9 minutes 39 seconds mark. The episode doubles down on cues on a poster on the wall at 9 minutes 46 seconds. Finally, we are gaining some speed in the counter.
Fun fact, in a promotional poster for this episode, cast of Zombieland Saga can be seen among the zombies surrounding Kaiman and others.
How much longer until season 2, Mappa?
Episode 4!
En is the type of person who is not willing to show his actual emotion to his subordinates. Except Kikurage. In one of those rare instances, while Turkey showcased the homic turd Noi, En's veins are popping on the top of his head as he calmly asks Shin if it looks like her. Is it mad because his cousin is in such an undignified state? Or because Shin can see her naked body? Maybe both.
While Shin and others are accompanying Billy Idol to the shooting of one of his music videos, while they are following Risu, at 5 minute mark, one sign indicates the shopping district as Koenji, a real-life location in Tokyo, west of Shinjuku. In the same scene, Ebisu is holding a literal Dorohedoro original soundtrack, and Slipknot Iowa album can be seen in the background, along with some other albums. Kyosa Fairy makes its debut in a keychain form. It appears later in a Ghostbusters lookalike movie poster, while Risu is trying on clothes. I guess the movie sponsor was the DHD brand, who also does clothing line, as seen with these shoes.
Later, Shin and the others spot a bunch of people praying for season 2 of Dorohedoro under a Red Devil statue with Studio Mappa name on it. Also, Dio gets his skull smashed in again. Another cue far away from the left, out of focus while Shin and Noi enter inside Kikurage playroom at 15 minute 40-second mark. The room itself bears slight resemblance to the garden in Alice in Wonderland. Near the end of the episode, as Kaiman and Nikaido are exploring Dr. Kasukabe's house, they come across his experiments. Inside one of the glass jars, at 18 minute 29-second mark, there's a little devil, and among the remains that Kasukabe has collected from Kaiman's work, Masumura's face mask is on the wall along with other masks. He just can't catch a break, can he?
Episode 5!
Kaiman wearing rabbit ears with yellow long-haired Nikaido stepping into Sorcerer's World. Need I say more? Anyway, our first cue can be spotted on a toilet-shaped restaurant sign at 7 minutes 50-second mark. Looks like the devil toilet in the restaurant is one of a kind that they are proudly promoting as their signature gimmick.
At 9 minute 53-second mark, while Kaiman is trying to get his feet back up, DHD branded fire extinguisher are to the left of the toilet. When in doubt, trust the DHD. Later, En uses his smoke to bring Risu robot bodies back to life. He does the robot dance similar to one of the one from Fortnite. After robbing the shop owner for his money, Nikaido walks through the marketplace, where our second cue is on the back of a blue shirt at 18 minute 15-second mark. Is Q also a brand? If so, is it at a bitter rival to the DHD Corporation?
Episode 6.
It's not until the middle of the episode at 10-minute mark where we see our first Easter egg. While Shin is being chased by the Neighborhood Association, he runs through an alley where Hayashida is once again on one of the shop signs. Another sign called Jack in the Box can also be spotted, possibly a reference to a real-life American restaurant.
While Shin is on a rampage for revenge for the death of his father, a number 24 can be spotted on the middle of the corpse as the narration talks about more and more corpses piling up, possibly referencing the death toll that Shin had accumulated at that point. Later, at the 13-minute 45-second marks, while the young Nikaido is making a small cameo, patrolling the street by selling her gyoza, 2 Qs are on a poster that appear to be a notice of sorts. Was Q unable to compete with DHD and close down some of its shops?
Episode 7.
Immediately at the first 10 seconds, Q-marked grave is behind Fujita as he is paying respects to Matsumura before Ebisu obstructs it. The show continues with its video game references as the green UI map and the device that Shin is holding at 7-minute 40-second mark looks like the Pip-Boy of Fallout franchise. Maybe it did serve as an inspiration for Dorohedoro after all.
Speaking of continuing, Slipknot makes another appearance, this time as corpses at 8-minute 20-second mark, as Fujita and Episode are looking at sorcerers who were being burned at the stake. Craig Johnson, also known as Pinhead, and Mick Thompson are easily recognizable. I wonder if his stage name has connection to another franchise that Hayashida has taken inspiration of. Well, we'll be talking about it soon enough. Oh, also, Fuse and Buster make another appearance at the 16-minute 2-second mark, as Ebisu is being chased by Johnson the Giant Cockroach as she and Fujita attempt to escape with Masumura's corpse. Later, after the Satan-praying bird-faced guy, aka Chota, helps healing Noi, Ends once again show visible anger with his vein poppings. Looks like he really doesn't like Shin touching his cousin that casually. Well, all's well that ends well. At least Fujita finally got his body back. Oh, wait.
Episode 8!
While Kaiman is having a drink at the bar at 4 minutes 20-second mark, it is called Hayashida Dorohedoro Bar. Start to see a pattern? We also get a glimpse to En's taste in art at 11 minutes 33 seconds, as while everyone is giving requests for their own outfits, Edward Monk's famous painting, The Scream, is hanging on the wall, with mushrooms of all colors of the rainbow added to it. Did En stole it and repainted it? Or did he hire this world's monk to paint it, as he doesn't have enough mushroom-related decorations? And is the painting itself supposed to be a symbolism of the chaotic nature of this show?
Hayashida names make yet another appearance at the 13-minute 8-second mark on a cardboard box, though it is misspelled as Hayashida. A mistake? What isn't a mistake though are the mushroom stickers on the boxes, indicating En's ownership on them. Our next cue can be seen on the top of the stage at 13-minute 53-second mark as En and his family are watching Miracle of the Blue Knight play. Near the end of the episode, as Kaiman is trying to sneak inside Blue Knight Party, he tries the back entrance, which is a white door with classic suite of playing cards with guards with white outfit. If only they also had suite on their suits. It would be even more of an obvious Alice in Wonderland reference.
Episode 9 to 12.
Whew, 4 episodes to go. Well, these last few episodes didn't have that much in the background to spot, so we're gonna go through them in one go. Starting at episode 9, as Kaiman is running happily that he gets to have... sorry. Sorry. Okay. As Kaiman is running happily that he gets to have something to eat thanks to Fukuyama, at 12 minutes 56-second mark, a sign is named as Jurassic Kinoko, the latter word meaning mushroom. Wonder what that is supposed to reference. Anyway, we have a record of cues in a single episode. At 15 minutes 9 seconds, we have not 1, or 2, or 3, but 4 cues, which can be seen on numerous cardboard boxes, as Risu is looking for some smoke for himself to use.
Approximately 40 seconds in at episode 10, after Kasukabe has patched Nikaido bleeding back, caused by En mushroom monster, to the right of the wall, a poster to the movie Alien can be seen, along with Kamen Rider Amazon, plus 1 more cube for the count. Seconds later, as the perspective changes, Predator poster is also on the wall. Anyway, as perspective changes again, a CD player has Wataru and DHD branded on it. Looks like Takagi decided to collaborate with DHD for his laureate's musical debut.
Okay.
Speaking of Kamen Rider, later in the episode, while Ebisu is preparing to transform into a lizard with hilarious result, she performs a Kamen Rider Henshin, which is loosely inspired by Kamen Rider V3.
At 9 minutes in at episode 11, as young N is walking around the town of Mastema after engulfing it with his mushroom magic, a traffic sign has Ayashida and Takeki as different directions. Who would you rather go and meet? At 10 minutes 52 seconds in, as Kaiman, is exploring the festival area, Mappa Shop can be seen in the middle. And our last egg we managed to discover was 5 seconds in at the last episode, with a partially hidden white Q on a brick wall, the very last one.
Finally, we got through all of them. However, there are still general things that we discovered, which we want to share as well.
Let's start what we alluded to earlier, the other source of inspiration for Dorohedoro's character and world design, Hellraiser franchise. This is most evident with En, Noi and Shin wearing masks, with white teeth with exposed gums as lips are completely peeled off. The design bears striking resemblance to the Chatterer, one of the members of Cenobites, most remembered from his terrifying appearance, and his only method of communication being clicking his teeth together. Obviously, the member of Slipknot, Greg Jones, also known by his stage name Pinhead, and 133, bears a resemblance to the leader of the Cenobites of the same name. Furthermore, some of the doors that connect between the Hall and Sorcerer's World, most notably one made by Dr. Kasugabe, are made of human flesh, which reference the body horror and mutilation that Cenobites perform, and how they also have doors that lead into Hellish Realm where they reside in. Though which of the two places in Dorohedoro is the real hell anyway?
While most of this information can be gathered from a fan site and wiki about the author, we can say that Kyu Hayashida is a gamer. From what we gathered, she is also a huge Dynasty Warrior fan, and fan of Western show and music. She is a huge heavy metal fan, as if we didn't make it clear enough already, and she is currently playing Doom Eternal, which would explain the visual for the third ending of the show. It is obvious that she was heavily involved with the production of this anime, giving creative feedbacks and direction for its visuals and colors.
As much as we talked about the things we found, I really doubt that was really all there was. Partially because we can't read Japanese, but mostly because we're not as eagle-eyed as some more dedicated viewers, which is why we challenge you to find out for yourself.
Even if you click it on this video without looking for them yourself first, we still encourage to explore anything we might have overlooked. Was there anything that we missed that we didn't point out? Was it something minor or huge? Did we get anything wrong with our interpretation and findings? Leave the comment down below. Well, that's it for our Omake episode. We'll see you later in the next episode of The Midnight Cable.
What we learned from this completely necessary bonus Omake. Kyu Hayashida is a gamer and heavy metal fan. Greg Johnson worships his lord and master Pinhead. Q is the source of joy and sorrow. Next episode's events are still somewhere in the bowels. That is, The Midnight Cable. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and click for the bell icon for notifications for future videos. Also, if you want to hear updates for other content and fun stuff, click the icons on the screen. I'm Gima, and I'll see you all next time.